Okay, so Bethesda did what nobody was expecting and actually patched their game. More specifically, the chests that you could steal from under the map on different planets are now gone. So, of course, when they take one exploit away, we'll just use another one. This strategy is insane. It takes a little bit of time to set up, but once you have it set up, you'll essentially be printing money. And obviously, huge shouts to Kibbles for this one. I'm a big fan of what he does. So without further ado, let's get into this. For this, you'll need the first point in the botany skill, so you'll need to have spent at least 4 points in the tier above for this. If you want to level up insanely quickly for this, you can check out my 2 favorite XP exploits that still work, which I've pinned in the comments and will also share at the end of this video. So step 1, head to New Atlantis. 2, head to Jemison Mercantile, which if you're not sure where it is, just follow my route from the point where your ship lands. Now head inside and buy these materials on screen. 3, you will be over encumbered, but running back to your ship won't actually kill you. You'll just drain your health down to 1%. But the good news is here, where Jemison Mercantile is so close, I think it has to be within 500 meters, so you can offload all of your materials onto your ship from where you're stood. Just enter the cargo hold from the main menu, click inventory, and then send all resources to cargo hold. If you find that you've run out of space, you can obviously upgrade your cargo hold at the technician, or you can drop all of your items on your ship's floor, ready for the next step. Step 4, now go to your star map. We're actually going to be sticking around on Jemison now, so head to the Frozen Mountains biome. Step 5, now that you've landed on Jemison, you need to find and scan 2 plants to 100%. Firstly, the tufted snow willow, just run around scanning a bunch of them until you hit 100. You're also going to need the plant called the Cold Cave Nettle, so run around and get these to 100 as well. 6, now you've got those to 100, it's time to slap down an outpost. 7, place down some argon extractors. Argon is everywhere on Jemison, so you should be good to slap them down anywhere. Step 8, put down quite a few gas storage containers. 10 to 15 should be enough, and obviously you can always add more later. Now link your extractors to the first container and link the rest to each other, just linking each to the adjacent container. Step 9, if you bought that botany skill, you'll have the greenhouses available in the builder, which is exactly what you'll need to use now. You want to put down at least 5 together and then another 5 together a little distance away. The distance between the greenhouses is just so you don't get the 2 groups mixed up. Step 10, now pop down water extractors. You can be quite messy with it if you want. There seems to be water everywhere in this biome, so you're all good. You'll want at least 5 of these too, but obviously the more the better. 11, pop down 4 or 5 water storage containers. Obviously, if you went crazy with the water extractors, then pop down more water storage containers. Then you want to connect all of the water extractors to the first water storage container, and again connect each container to the next one along like this. Okay, we are almost there. Connect the final water storage container to all of the greenhouses. 13, now head over to your greenhouse control consoles located on the side of the door. You'll notice that they're set by default to develop metabolic agent, so for one half of your greenhouses, change the metabolic agent to toxin. 14, now it's time to put solid storage chests down. Put as many containers as you can behind the greenhouses that are developing toxin, and then just as many behind the other group of greenhouses that are developing metabolic agent, just like this. 15, connect the toxin greenhouses to the first storage box, and then connect that cluster of storage boxes to each other. And then, obviously, do the exact same thing with the greenhouses developing metabolic agent. Okay, time to slap down some solar arrays or any other form of power. You'll see at the bottom how much power you need and how much you currently have. 17, now go back into build mode and craft a pharmaceutical lab and a research lab. You will only need the research lab for one quick thing, so if you do have one on your ship, you can just head over there instead. So at the research lab, you'll need to research Performance Enhancement 1, which you'll only need a few materials for. Luckily, you can go back to Jemison Mercantile if you don't have these materials. 18, go to the Sol system and then head to Venus and wait 24 hours. Step 19, now fast travel back to your outpost on Jemison. Enough time will have passed for all of your items to be stacked to 999. Those green lights on the side of the containers mean that they're full up. Step 20, from here just spam the craft button for as much amp as you can until you run out of materials. So of course PC players have the luxury of holding their mouse over the end of the bar to craft 99 at a time, but for us Xbox players you can hold right on the left stick, right on the D-pad, whilst also spamming the right bumper, which will spam craft between 10 and 20 at a time. This obviously isn't perfect, but it's still crazy in terms of XP and the credits that you're going to make. You'll make the exact same amount of XP as you do with the adaptive frames farm, but with this farm you'll actually have a useful item that you'll be able to carry in high quantity and it will be easier to offload. 21, so now go back to Venus, rest, head back to your outpost and craft more amp. It doesn't take much space up in your bag or cargo hold, so you can drag tons of this stuff to merchants. So my favorite thing to do with the stacks of amp is to go to Aquila City and trade all of it with the merchants for ammo. If you've done the farm a few times over, you'll walk away with all of their ammo and credits. You can also just find a merchant and sell chunks of amp at a time, resting in between to stack your cash a little bit quicker. So that's how you do it. If it helped, please do consider dropping a sub to help me too. And if you're wondering what glitches are still working after the new patch and how to do them, check out the video on screen now. Thanks for watching.